Julia is working in the censorship office. She's joined the war effort. She's put her education to one side, although she continues to read and expand her knowledge, but she is part of the war effort very much, and that's how she comes into contact with Henry.
My hope. Henry is in the midst of the First World War, serving on the Western Front, feeling pretty despondent, I suppose, and looking for that ray of hope, and makes an unlikely pen pal in Julia.
Get your hands off of me!
My, a Sassenach, and a fiery one. It's a very exciting production, and to be part of this world is a real honour, and it's going to be very exciting to see how we can recreate further back into the past with all these interesting new characters.
I think we have had a lot of fun so far over the last week or so. Everything is just so immersive, it's so lovely, and getting to work with Tony this week, meeting him has been fantastic. Working with Sarah Vickers, my mum, she's lovely as well.
Brian! That'll be supper then!
Davina's a really interesting character. She has been a long-standing member of staff for Lord Lovett, and she offers that soft mothering role. Hopefully you start to kind of sense why Brian is the charming man that he is, apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
You could find a lassie, with my help.
I've fallen madly in love with someone. May or may not go my way.
Close your eyes or cast them in another direction.
Murta's a lot of fun. He doesn't have that much to lose at the start of the series, which means that he's got everything to gain. He's got his own plans. I think Murta thinks that he's got good game.
Jocasta definitely does not bite her tongue, kind of says what maybe other people are thinking or aren't.
He died in a manner befitting the way he lived. Gosh, Jocasta.
She is married and she knows that Ellen had a lot to do with that. I think being the youngest, she kind of wants to maybe be the youthful, free sister, but can't.
He's incredibly complex, very clever, and a mastermind, thinking very fast in situations.
What can I do to make things right with the grinds?
He's much more clever than I am, much better at not showing his hand than I am, and I thought that'd be a really brilliant challenge to play.
Have you heard anything, Ned, about which way the clan is leaning? He's kind of been thrust into this chaotic and turbulent world of the Laird race and dealing with a even more turbulent brother. You hate the Grants because they have money.
I hate the Grants because they think they're better than us.
Dougal's fantastic. He's inevitably complicated and brutish and fun. He awakens so much of that inner child in you to be, there's so much to be explored with him. So yeah, it's an epic start to the journey, really.
We met long ago. Malcolm Grant is the heir to Clan Grant, whose life has been dictated by his family, expectation and duty. He's very perceptive. He's a product of his environment, but he's also a young man. He has his wants and he has his needs.
Lady Ellen?
She is an amazing character to play because I think there's so many different sides to her. She has to be one person when she's out in public, but then when she's on her own, she's a completely different person. She can be herself when she's with Mrs. Fitz, her maid, and with Brian as well. I think he brings out a different side to her.
There's definitely sparks there. She's trying to remain undercover as much as possible, and happy things happen, which she didn't expect to happen.
The Outlander fan base, it's a friendly bunch. It's been lovely to have an interaction with that group of people. It's a nice feeling to know that you're working on something that means something to a lot of people.